Hello everybody. Today we are going to speak about how to solve housing problem. In this video, I'll try to explain the concept of the solution of my solution about housing problem, or this concept of my book, The End of Housing Problem Now. Really, I am Muslim. I'm proud that I am in Islam, and I'm happy I'm Muslim, but because Islam is a religion of logic, religion of happiness. I'm not here to invent to anybody to enter Islam, because Islam say, Quran, the Holy Quran said there is no compulsion in religion, or no force in religion. As you see, there are Muslims everywhere in the world. Indonesia, the most population of Muslims in Indonesia, Australia, America. These countries, the Prophet Muhammad didn't visit it, but Islam entered these countries because it's a religion of logic. But today, I'm not here to, I repeat, I'm not here to invent you Islam, but I will explain the concept of the solution for this problem from Islam view. Some people say that the Quran is Islam or Quran is valid for any time or any place, but I see, not all, but I see there is no place or time can be straight without Islam. But my aim is to cooperate each together to solve this problem from through my paper, and all because we have to cooperate together, because we are living in this universe to supply or give the people or mankind the happiness and the power in every way. To cooperate. So my aim is to read the Holy Quran as economy book through all the verses. So I will explain. I will explain my solution and bring it to you the evidence from Quran, how the Quran solve this problem, or the opinion of the Quran and how to solve this problem. Well, today we are going to start to talk about my book. This book is the book is The End of Housing Problem Now. You can see this is toward this Islamic economy to enlighten the world. This book is this is a working paper how to solve this housing problem. It's not talking, but it's working paper how to do it. What is the time plan? There are arguments in the end of this book for any questions about this book, and the comparison between the capitalism, my view in this book, and the capitalism system and the socialism system. also there are answers for any questions you can see. Also, it solves any problem in respect to housing problem. Also, it's solve many problems in the world, culture, agriculture, industry, tourist, traffic congestion, many water lack in the world. So I invent all the ministry, not housing ministry or development has not only the Ministry of Housing, but all ministry, all candidate, all president, all prime minister, to see this book, to study this book, The End of Housing Problem Now, because anybody solve housing problem, he will solve all the problem of his nation. This book is valid for any country. This is international book, working paper, can apply in any place or any country in the world, and you can see any questions in this book. You can see. Let us ask ourselves some question. Did you see the use of medicines without prescriptions? No. You have to go to the doctor and he inform you what is the right medicine for you. Did you find a car without catalog? If you want to repair your car, the repair workshop ask you where is the catalog of this book to make repair. If he do something without the if he not follow the catalog, he will make something wrong. Also, we are, as a human or a man or mankind, created by our God. Where is our catalog? How to manage our world? How to manage? Where is the way? Where is the best for us? We have to ask ourselves. This is the Holy Quran, our constitutions. That is the watch who can guide us and our approach. Here I repeat, I not invent you to Islam, but we have to return this book, because this book is from God. No mistake in this book. It's the Quran. It's a message of my God to us to lighten our road way and solve all our problems. Now we are going to start to talk about some concept of housing in Islam, because Islam concern you can find in Islam solution for everything you want. Let us start talk about the housing. Look at these verses. This verse is in Surah Peace, verses 80. What Islam can say? And Allah has made for you in your homes an abode. Abode is the most or the main condition for the housing. There is no housing without abode. Abode, look in the meaning here. As Allah say, made for you. That these things come from Allah to you. But here Allah say in your homes. That means everyone has belong or has homes to attain abode. You cannot find abode in a rented flat, in any rented apartment. So the man has to belong his home. If you talk and look, follow these verses, and they made for you out of the hides of the cattle, tents for dwelling, watch lights, and so on. If he cancel this word, what you see? This is talk about home. That means he discovered there are difference between building or shelter and housing. Housing is different than shelter. Any four walls and ceiling, this is shelter, but not homes. Homes, it will be homes if you belong it. So the man has to belong the homes which he live or dwelling in. This is the main rule in Islam. You have to get house. So you can see the rent is for exception only in the necessary also. Look here. He say anabud in this is not all the copy of the copy in English Quran copy. This is translation of meaning, but not the Quran. The Quran is in Arabic language. If you want to understand the Quran well, you have to study Arabic language. So this is the meaning. All copy in English or French or Germany, it's the translation of the meaning, but not translation of Quran. Look here in the Arabic itself. He say, "Wallahu ja'al lakum min biyutikum sakanan." Look here, this in Arabic kaf kom that mean he belong for your homes only. You can find abode. This is for customize. That means God customize the abode for your homes only, which is owing to you, which means that the tenant does not comply with the one of the most important condition for housing, which is to reconcile or understand this. So the man has to belong his house or dwelling. Look at this, the proof for me, for you about this kaf and the meme in the verses. Kaf and the meme, the verses in your home. That mean yours. That mean you just like this. That mean the customization of in your homes only. This is another verses, Al-Imran number verses 49, which he say, and make a message to the children of Israel, who will say, indeed I have come to you with a sign from your Lord, in that design for you from clay, like from, and so on, until you see here, and what you store in your houses, that you mean who in which he belong or has. Another verses, and we inspired to Musa and his brothers, settle your people in Egypt in the houses, and make your houses and your houses, and so on, and until the end of the verse. That means kaf and mim in Arabic. Kaf and mim, this article is means what you belong. That means that means the man has to belong his house or his dwelling. Another thing, we have to see the governor's rule in the provision of housing. One of the important things is the governor must save to the people the houses to belong, not to rent. Rent is not good solution, and no shame to any country in the world to say that the rent is the solution. Say here the Prophet, peace be upon him, Prophet Muhammad, he said, has made it's clear that a crown the governor, and the text to his present to the people, and anyone had no houses, he must, the governor, give him house. Has no wife or not married, let him marry. This means he help him. Has no servant, give him a servant. Has no transportation, give him transportation. And if he didn't make, he will not be honest. That means this is the duty of the government. Duty of the government, of the ministry. He have to save to me the house. So it's clear here that the change, that the country have to change from insurance to empowerment rule. Another, this is Umar ibn Khattab. Umar ibn Khattab is the governor after Prophet Muhammad. He's a friend of Prophet Muhammad. He say, God nominated us on the cult. That's when he governor on the cult, to supply to them food, to not be hungry, and cover their body, and provide him safety. Accused by Abu B. So this is another friend of Muhammad. This is one of the first era of Islam. This is from a book we call the Money Book. And Omar ibn Abdul Aziz, one of the rulers of Muslim in the beginning of the era of Islam, in the first, the Muslim must has a house to live. This means the governor the governor has to give him enough servant, help him for his career, the horses to struggle the enemy, and has furniture in his house. This is the responsibility of the government. That the state is responsible in contributing to finding a housing for its citizens, so that they can settle and work production and gain access to good gain, who will help them to build home and worship God, and do not regard if not regard, it shall be evil. But come and look to the following verses. This is another concept. The other concept says that in Islam, wherever the work, we learn from Quran, wherever the work is to be the dwelling. You cannot find me if my work in city. You cannot. It's not reasonable to give me a house in another city. You can see this in the capitalist, some kind of capitalist system. The work is far from the work. The house is far from the work. maybe 200 kilometers. So it will be cost in transportation, many things. Germans. Look here in these verses. He say, and he talk about Adam and his wife, and we said, Allah, O Adam, do will live, do will you and your wife in paradise, and eat. Look here, he make two live, dwell and eat together. Same in same places. In their form in the easy way until the end of the verses. But look here, dwell and eat, pause. That means living and work together have to be in same places. Where is the work? There will be the house. Look another. And O Adam, and the other verses, Surah Araf, verses 19. O Adam, dwell you and your wife in paradise, and eat. Look here, dwell, eat. Pause in same places. Dwell, eat. Dwell, eat. Another verses. This is verse Araf 161, and I mentioned to Muhammad, when it was said to them, dwell in this city and eat from it. Dwell, eat. That means dwell and work. And work have to be together in some places. This is one of the concept of the Islam. Look here another verses. That means we can easily connote the concept that wherever the work is housing, because housing is not restricted as a four walls and for those and selling, and it must be has a stable living requirement and carrying ration accommodation. Look here another verses to see when he want to punish the Israel people, when God want to punish him, he said what he say. So he intended to drive them from the land, but we drowned him and Zeus with him altogether. And we said after Pharaoh, to the children, Pharaoh, to the children of Israel, dwell in the land. That means he make him in different places. He didn't talk in these verses in the eat or the work. He talk about dwell here. He punished him in these verses, so he didn't make the eat with dwell. It's not in same verses like the last two verses. He wanted, and we divided them. Talk about Israel people, Israel people, them throughout the earth into nation. Of them, some were righteous, and of them, some were otherwise. And we tested them with good times and bad, that perhaps they would return to obedience. Surah Araf. Look here, we can take a result. The tenant has no stability in his department today, here, and tomorrow another place. The tenant, if he live here in the city, in our city today, maybe tomorrow he live another city. That means the society or the government punish the tenant if he didn't save to them the place to live in or the work in near the house. Look at another concept. Another concept in Islam about house. House is for necessity only. That means if house is not for investment. This is only to live. Look, the Prophet Muhammad say, don't build what you don't dwell. Does he mean two meaning here? The people have to not let their homes vacant or not use. The rule is to have to use. If many countries in the world apply this statement only to save much money, much money. You can see like Egypt, if you see in every time, that's mean as example the statistics in the 1981, the number of vacant department is about 1,080,800 department. The cost of this vacant houses, it's equal the national loan, the national debit on the country itself. That mean can solve. That mean the country leave its debit in the street. Look another verses, another interview. He said, another hadith. He said, the messenger of Allah, peace over him, the person will be reward him in the entire expense for any expense he do it right in the right way, except in the side. That means he's in the building which is not inhabited. That means the house is for necessity. But it's allowed in Islam. You invest in apartment, but you can in real estate investment, but it must you cannot leave any department vacant or homes. Another reverification of the land. The Prophet, peace upon him, has said, no one take God except only by Imam permission. That means he took two conditions. The first condition is this all school agreed with it. This earth must be far from urban. It is close to the city. It's close to the city or village should not be dead, and then may be seized because the people attached to its city or village created by custom. That means it's different from place to place. It's depend on the custom in this area. But another region. But the second condition is the scholar differed. Some agree, some not agree. In the requirement of permission of the imam or the governor after the testing positive for ownership reveal, Abu Hanifa said too that's required of the ownership reveal the permission of the imam or his deputy, because the land belongs to the all people, so no one take part of it without permission of imam, governor. Again, you read the hadith of Prophet Muhammad, no one take God except only by the imam permission. In addition, the people may be conflict. The reason is for that. In addition, some people may conflict to the discussed land, and the dispute arises between them. To stop that, Abu Hanifa stipulated a condition that the ruler's permission must be because he has a general mandate is fully aware of public interest. Leasing here, maybe leasing as I said before, we are going to talk about leasing. Here talk about the rent or leasing. Here leasing is not contrary to Islam. It's not, maybe it's legitimate. It's from Islamic view, but it's taken as exception, and it's not suitable for Muslim to be the rule. It's not suitable for Muslim to be tenant except for the necessary need. But my proof that some scientists in Islam said the leasing is legitimate, like Abdul Rahman ibn Asim, Ibrahim ibn Ulayya, and Ibn al-Nahrawani and al-Kasani and Ibn Aksin. This from this is Islamic science says this is the leasing is not legitimate or not legitimate in from Islamic view, but the general science say it's the policy or the opinion of the majority of science says the rent is legitimate. The policy of rent is not for exception. The policy of rent is for exception, and is not as a general. And the general trend that a person build his own home or he owned it. Look here. Look here. We have to talk about leasing. Leasing here is net conduct. We talk about leasing as a from legitimate view, but here we have to talk about the leasing. About the when we are talking about leasing, we have to talk about the value, the things which you rented, and the duration. If we talk about the leasing itself, the value, look this forces in Surah Talaq, verse 6. Lodge them, the divorced woman, for the divorced woman, where you dwell, according to your means, and don't harm them so as to straighten them, that is they obliged to leave your house. And if they are pregnant, then spend on them well till they lay down their burden. Then look here. Then if they give suck to the children for you, give them their due payment. That means if you the money is for work. If you so the rented house, it's the benefit of rented, it's equal for money as the agreement between landlord and the tenant. It have to be constant. There's something for something, money for benefit of rent. Another thing, but the aim here in the contract in the contract of leasing, it must be there is no ignorance or usury. No, here this is means no the aim of this is absence of ignorance and usury. Must be everything clear, and in the dealing itself there is no usury. But about the rent period, it must be undivided or nominated. This means here you can make many opinion here, but here I will discuss it later, and when we're talking about this briefly. That identified, this means it may be open as if the landlord and the tenant agree. But we'll talk briefly about this. Nominated, that means as used in this our time. If you rented houses from someone, you can say make a contract for 2 years or 3 years. For number of years, you are decided together. But it might defined. I mean here, it's maybe can be open, and I will prove this later. The person here, look here, another concept of Islam. The person has the right to get adequate houses. As I said to you, that house is not four walls and ceiling. It must be comfortable, and there are some conditions has to be. Look at these verses. Say, O Muhammad, if your fathers, your sons, your brothers, your wives, your relatives, wealth which you have obtained commerce wherein you fear decline, and dwelling with which you are pleased. Look at the word why Islam used pleased. Pleased does mean here ترضونها. ترضونها in Arabic. It means please. It's different than good and like. We may discuss about it. Look at these verses. Allah has promised the believing men and the believing women gardens, pens, which rivers flow, wherein they abide, and pleasant dwelling. Look here, this verb pleasant. Why he used the pleasant in the description of dwelling? Look another verses. He will forgive for you your sins and admit you to get gardens, and pleasant dwelling. Look here, the description also used pleasant. What's the difference? Why didn't it say the Quran good or wide or beautiful or for the dwelling? Because there are difference between good or pleasant. Pleasant here means it have to be good shape, good condition, and you like. Not that mean if I give you good houses and you don't like it, it's not suitable for you. It must be suitable and you like it. So you have to the change of rule, the country to empowerment. Property is money. Islam considers the real estate is money, and so it takes zakah when real estate is not in use. And the principle of Islamic economy, one of the principles of Islamic economy, is money does not generate money. So the Islamic economy works to refine the real estate economy. He talked briefly about these things. When he talked about housing, he didn't talk about the building itself only. He talked about the nature or format of the man in his area or his region or neighborhood. So, like I give you example. Prophet Muhammad say when some people talk about a woman, he pray, worship Allah, and do zakah, and pray God, and fast, and do many things good, but his heart is never. No, but what he said, Prophet Muhammad, not enter paradise. He told his rule. He told about this woman, not enter paradise, whose harm his neighbor, or his neighbor is unsafe, or if your neighbor is unsafe with you, afraid, if he afraid of you, it will be it will not be good. Another thing, talk about the urban planning from an Islamic perspective. Islam talk about planning itself briefly in some condition. He talk about some condition. I'll give you here example because Islam didn't forget anything about the right of neighbor. The Messenger of Allah said, "Don't obligate constructive means not any more than don't obligate your homes more than your no-poor building. Only in the case only with authorization of neighbor. You have to excuse him before you get your house." For any questions, mail me in this email nma6420003@yahoo.co.uk, or mobile number like this. If you want to talk about this video and the next video, inshallah, I will talk about the registration of the real estate as from my working paper. Okay.